Durham region has a serious downsizing problem, and it's creating a ripple effect that's impacting nearly everyone in our real estate market. I'm a realtor here in Oshawa, and I help people buy and sell homes across Durham region, as well as in surrounding areas like Port Hope and Peterborough. And one thing that's become really clear to me is this: we're just not building the smaller, relatively affordable home types that work well for first-time buyers and downsizing seniors. It's not that there's no demand for these homes, it's that they're simply just not being built anymore. My name is Jessie McClellan. I work with the Lisa Abbott team, and in this video, I'm breaking down a big reason why seniors aren't moving, how that impacts buyers across the market, and what needs to change if we want to bring these home types back. If you want to stay updated on everything happening in the Durham region real estate market, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's start with the options that seniors and retirees do have right now when they go to downsize here in Durham region. Condos are often the first thing that people think of, but for many seniors I've talked to, especially recently, they're not even an option, and here's why. First, condo rules and bylaws. A lot of seniors have a family cat or dog that's been with them for years, and they're not interested in or willing to give up their beloved pet just to move. The second reason is the fees. Many of the new condos in places like Oshawa are geared towards younger couples or students. The build quality doesn't always match the price, and the lifestyle just doesn't fit what the older adults are looking for or already are accustomed to. The more senior-friendly condo buildings that actually have enough space to be somewhat attractive tend to be older and come with much higher maintenance fees, often $1,000 per month or more. And when the purchase price is between $700,000 and $1 million, it starts to feel like a pretty poor trade-off and often doesn't make financial sense. And even beyond that, condo apartment living just doesn't suit everyone. I'm not here to tell you how you should feel about it. I know people of all ages who absolutely love it and are happy to have little maintenance responsibility. But I also know a growing number of seniors and retirees who are active, self-sufficient, and thriving in their lives who want to downsize. Now that they know that all of their kids have moved out and are starting their own families and won't be moving back in with them, they feel like they can make that move. They want to spend less time cleaning and maintaining a large home. They do not necessarily need to be completely stair-free, but less stairs than what you would typically find in a large 2-story home would make it easier for them and allow them to stay in their next home for many years to come, and they're just not ready to give up things like hosting family dinners, holiday gatherings, or spending time gardening or tinkering with little projects in a garage. The vast majority of seniors and retirees I work with are not ready to move into a dedicated retirement home. They still drive, they want a garage and a space for their car. They have kids and grandkids that they want to be able to have over and spend time with. Many still enjoy walking around their neighborhood with their dog or just for some exercise. And it's difficult to go from a big detached home with privacy, a yard, a garage, and a walkable, friendly neighborhood and move into a building with 50 or 100 other people where they need to wait for elevators, potentially with shared laundry spaces and other amenities. They seem to want a space that's easier to maintain and has fewer stairs, but they still want it to feel like a home. So naturally, a lot of them start looking at bungalows. Detached bungalows in quiet neighborhoods, like in the Eastdale area around streets like East Glen, Riverside, or Regent Drive, can be a great option. And so can some of the semi-detached bungalows in Vanier or in downtown Whitby. But even with those, it's not always a perfect fit. Yes, Durham region has a decent number of older wartime style bungalows. However, a lot of them are 50-plus-year-old homes, which means that they could end up being too much work or needing too much maintenance, adding unwanted stress to their lives and defeating the purpose of the downsize. And many are in neighborhoods that might feel too busy or are a little bit rougher around the edges. They aren't always ideal for someone looking for peace and quiet. And since bungalows often make easier conversions to a 2-unit, some areas have been largely bought up by landlords who are making 2 units out of each house and aren't necessarily great at maintaining their properties. Of course, some are great, but it can really be hit or miss. That's why places like Wilmot Creek in Newcastle have become such a popular option. It's a land lease retirement community, meaning that you don't own the land and you can't get a mortgage on it, but the homes are usually pretty affordable in comparison, usually in the $500,000 to $650,000 range, but you do see some higher. And the monthly fees, while high at the $1,000 to $1,300 per month, cover access to things like golf, tennis courts, and community amenities, and more importantly, it feels like a real community. Quiet, consistent, well-maintained, and you know that you won't have an investor buying the house next door and cramming 3 families into it. If you're a senior and you've just sold your home for, let's say, $850,000, you could either buy an aging $700,000 plus condo apartment with $1,000 a month in maintenance fees that gets you very little, try and find a suitable bungalow in a suitable area, buy in a retirement community like Wilmot Creek for $650,000, save the difference to help with your monthly fees, and move into a peaceful community with amenities and a reliable environment. Or, like some of the seniors I've worked with recently, the best fit could end up being outside of Durham region, in places like Port Hope, Coburg, Brighton, or Lindsay. These areas still build the kinds of homes that work well for downsizers. You can find new detached, semi-detached, or townhome bungalows, homes that are low maintenance, often under 1,500 square feet, 2-bedroom layouts with manageable lot sizes. And they're usually freehold, meaning no monthly condo fees or significantly lower condo fees than what we have here in Durham region. The only downside, you're moving out of Durham region, and for some people, that's just not a realistic option. So that raises the question, why does it make financial sense for builders to build these entry-level bungalows in places like Port Hope and Lindsay, but not here in Durham region? Is it development fees? Is it land costs? Is it lack of land available? I don't know for sure, and it's probably way more complex than just that. But what I do know is that if someone started building bungalow-style townhomes or smaller detached homes here in Durham region again, they would likely sell like hotcakes. I understand that builders still have to make money, and given land and building costs, these homes won't magically be cheap, but I do think that if they can bring new product to the market that's in that $600,000 to $750,000 price point that isn't a 3-story townhouse or a condo apartment, it would greatly help our real estate market. Bungalow-style homes are perfect for downsizers, first-time buyers, and small families looking to get out of a condo. And when seniors can downsize and want to, it frees up inventory for the next group of move-up buyers. What really got me thinking on this topic was an article I read recently where someone suggested extending the GST rebate that first-time buyers get on new builds and applying it to seniors as well. The idea being that it would encourage more seniors to move into new build condos and free up housing supply. But here's the problem. I don't think that most seniors are holding back because of the GST. And if you think I'm wrong, let me know. But I believe that they're holding back because they don't want what's being built right now. So instead of offering tax breaks on homes that people don't even want and can likely afford without a tax break, why not incentivize builders to create the kind of homes that they would want to buy? Bring back bungalows, bring back single-story townhomes, build things people actually want to live in, and you should see supply open up naturally. What are your thoughts on this? If you've thought about downsizing, or you're a first-time buyer who's been struggling to find something that fits, what's holding you back? What would need to change for you to make a move? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I hope you found this video helpful. Please hit that like button and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.